Have Monster Hunter World, which has been received incredibly well. Welcome back to Hubworld, a podcast about video games, pop culture, and sweet, sweet Valentine's Day lovin'.
That's right, everyone. As we record this, it is in fact the loveliest holiday of the year, Valentine's Day.
Which, of course, we are spending Valentine's Day evening with each other.
Just like we planned it.
Yep. We told both of our wives, tonight can wait.
Yeah. Sorry, we've got to go to the Hubworld. So we've been sent in quite a few Valentine's cards, kind of like how you used to when you were, in primary school or elementary school or whatever school, and you would just go to school and eat a lot of candy and get hopped up on sugar, and you would have these little cards. We got a bunch of those today. So we would love to share some of these with you, our wonderful Hubworld listeners. I think, hopefully they'll be good. I feel the love already.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Emanating. I'll start with the first one here.
I would love you to.
I appreciate that you use love.
I would love you to.
So, okay, here's the first one. I'm going to open it up real quick. Okay. So this one, it's got a little dirt on it. Like maybe it has, it's seen some journeys. So we'll see what it says. Okay. Roses are red. Sorry, I farted. You're quite a treasure, like those in Uncharted. Oh.
It's funny because farts.
Wow. Yeah. That's a sincere statement.
I like that.
You want to, when you fart in front of someone, it is customary to apologize for doing that. So, that's a very sincere thing. Uncharted is one of my favorite series. It has a lot of treasure finding in it. So that's really cool. That's you, cute. Whoever sent that in. Probably, it looks like, I think that was actually, it says Nate. I think so. Maybe Nate Drake sent that one in.
Natty D?
Yeah, old Natty D.
All right.
So nice. I don't know why he sent that to us and not Elena, but that's fine. Maybe it got lost in the mail.
That's fair. I would love to read one of mine that I got here, if that's okay with you.
I would love to listen.
Also dirty. I don't know if that's a theme here, but if I can read it, this is what it says. It says, roses are red. Heaven has angels. War never changes.
Oh, that one almost made me fall out of my chair.
Oh yeah, we
that's
got
really
a whole lot
good.
of them. Yep.
I think that you might need to wear a certain special suit the next time you touch that one.
I think so.
Maybe irradiate it. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a reference to the Fallout series.
Yeah,
I think,
in case no one ever has played it.
Isn't that the first line in all of them?
I don't know if it's all of them. I knew the first. I think it might have started in like 3 or. I think 3. I don't know. I'm making it up.
Huh. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's a really nice one. They sent all the way, from radioactive wasteland to us.
Yep. I'm gonna throw this one away.
Okay. Just toss it. Okay, here's the next one. It's got this one actually looks pretty. It's got it's a colorful envelope. So I think it's a nice change up. I think from the last two. So let's see. Here we go. Roses are red. Slime sure is gooey. We go together like Banjo-Kazooie.
No, wow, that's very creative.
I'm guessing that probably. I don't know who learned how to use English language in that world, because everybody is like,
exactly.
But, oh, that's really sweet. I don't even
is
know
very
what the
nice.
world is called there, but thank you, whoever sent that to us all the way from there.
From that place.
Yeah.
Yes, very nice.
But anyways, okay, so I've got another one here. And this one actually literally just dropped out of the sky on me when I caught it.
Huh.
So I'm going to open this up and then read it. Okay. Roses are red. That rock sure is Petrus. I'm falling for you like those blocks do in Tetris.
Hey, wow. That's like a reference to our last episode.
Hey, isn't that cool? We're just keeping the lore going.
People are listening.
Yeah. So this actually did require. I'm gonna open up the curtain real quick and take everyone behind the scenes. I was trying to figure out what the heck word rhymes with Tetris. And
Yeah, that was a stretch.
it was literally the only word that I found was Petrus, Petrous, and it is like
So that's a real word.
it's a real word, and it
Okay.
is like it is to describe something that is hard like a stone.
See, we're both learning
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, you didn't know you were going to learn something today. Now you know. We need that that rainbow.
Oh,
The
yeah,
more you
that's
know,
Yeah.
star wipe. But anyways,
I was going to say, Daniel, I also have a note from a listener of our last episode.
okay.
Someone who enjoyed it, apparently. It reads, violets are blue, roses are red.
Oh my.
That's not a hat. That's Toad's head.
Oh, that is relevant and it is
Yep.
timely, and I just used the same word meaning twice to be redundant. But yeah, wow, another reminder, folks at home, that when you look at Toad, just understand that is his actual head, apparently.
Yep.
In
It comes
canon.
off, but it's his head.
That's it. That's all there is to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yikes.
All right, hit me with another one.
Yeah, so this one came to me in a really sparkly green envelope.
Okay.
Yeah, it feels like there's somebody really spent a lot of time and energy to make this look good.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay, let's read this one here. Roses are red, always remember, tingle tingle Kulu Limpa. Oh, this is.
I wonder
know
who
this.
that is from.
This is from our friend Tingle from the Legend of Zelda franchise.
Everyone's favorite character.
40-year-old weird fairy man.
Wow, love that. Thank you, Tingle.
Yeah, Tingle, we appreciate
you are
out
good for
here.
something after all.
Hopefully something magical just happened that I said those words. Maybe somebody just got a map that they needed.
Oh, okay, yeah. Maybe someone in the Weverse.
Yeah. So thank you, Tingle. We appreciate it. We love you too. Yeah.
All right, I got one.
Okay.
It says this one's actually really like it's the others have been sweet, but this one is like very like romantic, like personal. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting the jitters. It says roses are red. I get lost in your eyes.
Oh my goodness. I'm here.
Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Oh my gosh, we just had a live cameo from Senator Palpatine coming onto the show.
Yep. I am the Senate.
Our second, third, fourth celebrity guest. I can't keep up at this point. We've just had so many.
Oh yeah, Ryan Johnson's still here.
Yeah, Ryan. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Ryan. Yeah, he's chilling. He's just chilling. He's
every episode.
Yeah, he's just basking. He's basking all the blood of his enemies from those who have hated on the Last Jedi. But yeah, no, that's really cool. I do appreciate that, and that will actually be thematically appropriate with a couple that are going to be coming up here soon.
Oh yeah, no, that's not my only Star Wars one. Don't worry.
Oh yeah. And we did have two listeners that sent in some, and so we'll actually no, I'll get to those right now since we're here talking about it. We're in the Star Wars universe. Okay,
perfect.
So this one comes in from John Chaco. Thank you, John. Roses are red, violets are blue, and not just the men, but the women and the children too.
But the women and the children. Oh
that
my
one is
gosh.
very, very good quality because
Wow,
it's
that's
dark humor because we're talking about slaughtering an entire family of sand people.
Right. But they're not really people, right?
Hey, yo, there's a good political discussion that we're just going to steer this Sparship away. I just said Sparship, so think about that one.
Nice.
And I'm
Sparship.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna also. This is from Luke Perrin. Thank you, Luke. Roses are red. Oh wait. Oh no. I'm so sorry. I think. Okay. How good is your Kylo Ren voice?
Very good, actually.
Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna send you this one so that you can really do it justice.
Okay. Good.
All right. Here it comes. Once again, thank you, Luke. And this is Luke's specifications. So we can do this justice.
Okay. Transmission incoming.
We're gonna get Kylo Ren on the line to read this one.
I'm receiving a hologram. Oh, okay. Wow, this is just like screamed, isn't it?
A little bit, but I think we probably can take some creative justice here and just do it.
Okay, and just kind of do it in like the standard Kylo Ren voice.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Am I doing the whole thing in Kylo Ren voice?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, hold on. Let me like cover my face with something.
Okay. We got Kylo. We have Kylo on the line. Kylo, you're on.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Roses are red. Let the past die. And blow that piece of junk out of the sky!
Wow, thank you. Wow, Kylo Ren, ladies and gentlemen, Kylo Ren, ladies and gentlemen, perfect retelling of one of his most iconic lines.
You're welcome.
In all of his Star Wars history and in all of Star Wars period. Oh, thank you so much for blessing us with that. Thank you, Luke, for sending that in. Thank you, John, for sending that in.
You're welcome.
We do have. Oh, I can't even. I'm still basking in the glow of that one. That was very good.
That was a highlight of our Hubworld careers. And actually, I'm glad that this was both Star Wars and not by you, because I also have one that was also I can't take credit for. I believe I've sent it to you before, actually, but I'm going to throw it down real quick, all right? It reads, roses are red, BB-8 is round. It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground! Couldn't resist.
Oh, that's really good.
Yep.
This is a great segment. I love Valentine's Day.
Oh, I'm loving this. This is the best way I could possibly spend my Valentine's Day.
Yeah. For certain.
All right, what else you got, man?
Okay.
Do we have any more?
We've got. I have a few more, and then we have some late breaking listener send in. So I'll save those for the end, and we can do a big chunk.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, so here's the next one that I have.
All right.
And this one, it comes to me. I don't know how they did this in like an actual like 16-bit envelope. Like it is.
Okay.
This is not a real envelope. I don't understand. I'm holding an envelope that is 16-bit graphics.
Okay, great.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Roses are red. Ahoy! There's a life raft. You blow me away like creepers in Minecraft.
Dang, that's hot.
That's really cool. And actually, I'm starting to. Okay, I'm tossing that away. I heard the creeper sound. I don't want to get blown away. For those of you who don't know, Minecraft is a game about building blocks.
Yep.
And then having all of your work, days and weeks of work, getting blown up by creepers.
Right.
That's the
coming
whole game.
soon to Nintendo Labo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Go and get ready for that coming out soon. Oh man. You have any more?
Yeah, I've got one. This is actually from Nintendo because apparently they're working on a Switch port of something.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So thanks Nintendo for this letter. It's very sweet. It reads, roses are red. Dark Souls is hard. You died. That's it. It just stops right there. It says it in big capital letters.
My heart has never been touched in that way.
Thanks, Nintendo.
Oh, thank you so much, Nintendo. I feel like I can do anything now. I actually do have another one that yours reminded me of.
Okay, cool.
Okay, this one is Roses Are Red, You're My Final Fantasy. That's it.
I was hanging in there. I was waiting.
Yeah, that's it. You're my Final Fantasy.
Gosh, that is amazing.
Because as we all know, Final Fantasy was Squaresoft's last RPG.
Sad.
And then they quit making games after that. That's why it's called Final Fantasy.
Nice. I like it. Double meaning.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a nice throwback. And speaking of throwbacks, I actually have a letter that I think it must have taken a while to get to us because it's addressed to 1971.
Oh my!
It's been a while. Yeah. It's typed from an old-looking computer, and it reads, "Roses are red. The road may be scary. Let's go on the Oregon Trail. You have died of dysentery."
Oh, haven't we all been down that lonesome Oregon Trail?
Haven't we all gotten that sweet, sweet cholera?
Yeah, and all by like Oklahoma. Like if you still have all of your party members, like you have entered a cheat code.
Yeah,
like at some point.
Legitimately.
You know, like my personal favorite was trying to hunt for turkey with your shotgun, and then if you shot too fast, you automatically shot someone. Like that's just it. Someone got shot.
Yep. It's simple
That was
enough.
a good one. Man, I miss Oregon Trail. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Honestly, I played that in elementary school when I wasn't supposed to be.
Oh, no, that sounds like you did absolutely the right thing. Speaking of missing things, I'm gonna be just really open and honest. I wrote this one myself. Roses are red. I miss you like I miss Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Ooh.
Because I miss Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. That's a very, very classic good video game. I mean, all the Tony Hawk games are good, but 2 was the one that really got me.
Are they though, Daniel?
Yes, they are.
Have you ever played Tony Hawk Ride?
No, see, I didn't say, once they started losing the numbers and started doing other things with the titles.
Okay, once they started using like actual skateboards.
Yeah, it goes off the rails.
Once
no
they
pun
said,
intended.
take your skateboard and plug it in.
Yeah, and at that point.
All right. Well.
Anyways, you got any more?
This is the last one I got. All right, it's written on parchment.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it says, "Roses are red. You and I will join. Cajitas wares if you have the coin."
Oh, the classic.
Yeah.
No, that's Oblivion, right?
No, that's Sky. I don't know. Do they say in Oblivion too?
Maybe. I don't. Maybe.
Hold on, I'm hitting up the Google box.
It's all the same to me at this point. But that's very good. Oblivion, Skyrim. Yeah, I think it's a lost cause that I couldn't find something about taking an arrow to the knee.
Yeah, I
next
figured
year,
I'd be a little more. Yeah. Yep. There you go. We'll think of a good rhyme by then.
Maybe next year. Okay, so I've got one more that was sent to me, and then I have a few listener send-ins. Roses are red. You're so dang pretty. You've stolen my heart like a car in Vice City.
Nice.
Shout out
Very
to
relevant.
everyone that enjoys Vice City. My beautiful, wonderful wife really enjoys Vice City, and she inspired me to write that one.
Wait, I actually think my wife is also really into Vice City. I think that's the one that she had me download when it was like on the PS Store for like $5.
It's very possible.
Yep, it's a good
It's
one.
a very good one. Yeah. Okay, so hey, speaking of your wife, she actually did have a listener send in. This is Summer. Hi, Cheryl. Thank you, Summer.
Oh, I would love that.
This is just straight up from the office. This is Kelly Kapoor, and so I received my first Valentine from a secret admirer. Roses are red, violets are blue. It's time for a dental cleaning and maybe a checkup too. So that's always good.
Oh, so sweet, honey.
Oh, very good. Yeah, give her
Lovely.
a high five. This is gonna be for you theology nerds out there.
All right.
100%. And so I'll just let this one sit in the air. And if you like it at home, you can laugh. And if not, if you have no idea what it means, we'll just move on. But we'll still give it some space. This is from Elisa Aldape. Thank you for listening, Elisa. Roses are red, violets are blue. I prefer tulips. That's a Calvinism joke. For all of you who know what that is.
I was waiting for more.
So that's it. Great theology. So there's your theology joke.
If you don't get that joke, go pray about it.
There we go. Only if you're predestined to understand it, maybe. All right, so this one is from Corey Eisen. Thank you, Corey. And this one is sort of an anti-Valentine, which I really appreciate.
All right. Wonderful.
And so this is from Majora's Mask. Roses are red, violets are blue. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?
Nice. Oh yeah, that is an anti-Valentine. I like it.
Yeah, which again, I really enjoy that.
Also
Majora's
very
Mask
dark.
is a great game. Go play it if you haven't played it.
Yeah. Please.
This one, we've got two more from Grayson Hester. Thank you, Grayson. And then I believe that's all for Valentine's here.
All right.
Roses are red, violets are blue. All your love are belong to me. Classic reference of all your base are belong to us in Valentine's fashion. So that's a very good one. And then here's this last one that I actually is pretty simpatico with, one that I almost that was almost received to me, and then I think it got lost in the mail.
Oh really?
Roses are red, violets are blue. Hey Pikachu, I choose you.
Hey, what a way to end things.
What a way to end things from Ash Ketchum as we celebrate Ash Wednesday also on this Valentine's Day.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, there we go.
Wow.
So
thank you everyone who sent in Valentines.
yeah, thank you everyone who sent them in. Thank you to all of our video game friends who sent them in. Thank you for all of our Star Wars people. Thank you, Ryan, for being Ryan. And then thank you all the listeners. That was some good response there for this section. So we really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Happy Valentine's. Happy Ash Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Happy Friday. Happy whenever you're listening to it. I hope it's just a happy day. We'll see what happens next year with Valentine's. I think we had a pretty successful Valentine's Hubworld Valentine's.
I think this was the best Valentine's yet.
So we've had a great time with Valentine's here, and but let's have another Monster Hunter minute or Monster Hunter minute in parentheses S.
Yep.
Because both of us have still been playing that and still really enjoying that. I know for me, this is just like cool moment generator. Man,
yes.
like every time I log in to play, something really amazing happens that is just like, it makes me want to just immediately quit and be like, holy cow, everyone, like this just happened. So like, I want to tell one story that just happened to me recently. Is I was hunting this creature called a Palumu, I think is what it's called.
Something like that.
Which like basically is, for you listeners at home, if you want to imagine a giant squirrel bat thing with an inflatable neck. That is...
I think the locals call it a Jigglypuff bat.
Oh, yeah, that's also good. Yeah, and so I was hunting one of those things. And first, before I even talk about what actually happened with that, I want to just brag on the world design of this game, because this creature hangs out in an area of the world called the Coral Highlands.
Yes.
And you and I both were talking when we got to this point of just like, wow, this looks so good.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the coolest just gaming environments that I've ever been in.
Yeah, it's this, whereas the first environment that you drop into in this game is very tropical, it's very lush, it's very Jurassic Park.
And then the second one's very bleak.
Yeah. It's and like the second one is a desert kind of place with mud and sand, and Anakin Skywalker would love it. And yeah, this third place is totally different from those first two. It is very like alien looking. It's very neon. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of really interesting like flora and fauna that's super different from the rest of the game. It's the verticality is different. Like there's like 4 vertical levels in this, as opposed to like 1 or 0, like being basically all the same like the other areas were leading up to this. So it's really phenomenal to run around in, and so that's just like an aside of how cool that is. But
yeah,
anyways, back to this cool moment is when I was trying to hunt this thing down, I was like 2 or 3 vertical levels above it. So I was probably like 60 or 70 feet ish above it, and it hadn't seen me yet. And so I just looped. I louped off a cliff.
There it is.
And fell, like 60 feet in the air, and then immediately landed straight on it.
That is so good.
Like, landing on monsters isn't the easiest thing to do, but you get really rewarded when you land on it, because it gives you a chance to do a whole lot of damage to it before it can hit you. And so it was just kind of this moment of like, you made the shot, you dropped down and you did this incredible thing, and it just made me feel so triumphant, even before the fight even started. And it's just little things like that happen just constantly, in this game. Little stories of moments that I think this game does so well.
So good. Each monster totally like tells its own story and acts so completely differently. And it's not just the power-ups, it's the movement and like, that Jigglypuff bat, not only does it have certain elemental attacks, but just like the way that it not only flies, but like shoots air at you, and every wind attack that it uses depletes its air sac thingy.
Yeah.
And so you can use that to your advantage by drawing out those attacks, and then that will bring it down and make it easier to fight. So good. And we've also talked about how gratifying this game feels, more so than a lot of games that I've played, especially in a long time. Yeah. And so part of that is how long it takes to fight a monster, but part of that is all of this preparation work that you've put in to crafting your armor, crafting your weapons, getting your items stockpiled, doing all of that. And, sometimes that can be go buy this stuff and equip this armor. Sometimes it can be like in my recent example, I'm about to fight this ice dragon. And so, okay, I need ice resistant armor and I need a weapon with thunder because that's what it's weak against. And so for the weapon with thunder, I have to go hunt thunder monsters and carve their parts and use that to craft a weapon. And in order to create this armor, I have to go and mine different areas for different kinds of ore and resources that I can use to craft high armor, which in itself can be super fun because you go out on expeditions and you explore the world and find places you haven't found before. And yeah, mining isn't just a boring pastime. It's it's something that's actually interesting, yields different results, takes you to new places. And so imagine when you've done all of that prep work and then you engage in this 30-minute long fight with a monster. When you finally down it, it feels fantastic because it's well deserved, it's not easy, it's deep and meaningful.
Yeah, like so many games, they just want to make you as powerful as possible as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And there's this ramp of like, well, you're always slightly ahead of where you need to be. And in so many games, But this game, it doesn't. You have to earn that for yourself. Like you can't just go in with base equipment and throw down on the monsters that we've been fighting for at this point. Like there is a lot of preparation to go into it, but it all feels good. It's not like rote busy work to get you where you need to go.
Right.
Like even like you were saying, even doing something like mining, you're still getting to walk around in these cool worlds in like a no pressure situation, which is a totally different like feeling as when you are in a very intense battle, for your life, and you're not really getting a chance to pay attention to the world around you.
Right.
So it offers you meaningful ways to be productive, like at any moment. And again, all of that leads into feeling like you have accomplished a very cool thing always, which is a unique thing for any game that like a unique way, a unique feeling of just knowing everything feels productive constantly. And for where we are, like, I'm 18 hours in and we're feeling this way and we're like barely a third of the way through the game. So
like just scratching the surface still.
Yeah. Yeah. And so like, that's a really cool feeling to know that what we're experiencing now is just that we still have 2/3 of a game's worth of that.
Right. Oh man. I just want to play it all the time and I get pissed off when I'm doing anything else.
Yeah. Monster Hunter World is very, very good. It is. I was talking to one of my friends the other day, like, this is such a whopper to be in January, or like, technically be out in January. And like, holy cow, like I know there's a whole lot, we've already talked about, there's a whole lot of good games coming out this year, but, and I know it's hard to even say something like this now, but like, I'm starting to think like, I don't know. I mean, this is almost certainly going to be in my top 10, maybe in my top 5. Like,
oh, absolutely. I mean, this is like a 9.5 game for me.
Yeah, and so, geez, man, like what a thing we have this early in the year.
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah. So that's our
get out and
juicy
play it if
check-in.
you haven't already.
Yeah, definitely go. We can't recommend it highly enough. I know it's still, that being said, I know it's still definitely not for everyone, but like
Sure.
more so than a lot of us other Monster Hunter games or all Monster Hunter games before this. Like this is the most for the most people, I think, of
Oh,
any of
absolutely.
them.
Yeah. It caters to, a much wider range of skill levels and play styles for sure.
Definitely. So, yeah, go play it. Go play it now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, Daniel, we talk a lot of video game talk on this video game podcast,
We do.
but there are other things in the world.
Yeah. Who'd have thought?
There are other things besides video games. One of them would be movies, which I know you're probably
Yay.
thinking like, oh, so like not digital media? Nope. A lot of great movies coming out this year.
Yeah. We try to, we want to be honest when we say, we're a podcast about video games and pop culture and Valentine's, we want to have some pop culture, and we know that a lot of these things can intertwine interest wise for those of us that like video games like we do. And so we were gifted with a whole heck of a lot of movie trailers within the past couple weeks. Mostly
Yes,
I think
we
because of
were.
the Super Bowl, but in general, there's been some dang good movie trailers. And good and or very intriguing / interesting movie trailers.
Yes. Lots of feelings and thoughts.
Yeah. So we're gonna go through a few of those for your listening pleasure. We there's so many, we're not gonna get into a lot of them. We're gonna hit probably 3 of them, I think. But
Yep.
but yeah, that being said, if there's a trailer or a movie that you're interested in that you feel like we missed, let us know and we'll get to it.
Yeah, for sure.
But do you want to start us off with the Deadpool 2 trailer that just came out?
Oh, yes. Man, what? Ugh. I feel like the only thing better than the Deadpool movie, it was the marketing for the Deadpool movie.
That is very true.
Like, it was just like, I know people were saying that the marketing team should get an Oscar for their marketing.
Yeah.
Or just that, like, they're making trailers that are not just clips from the movie. It's like, okay, they shot a new footage for a trailer, and it is hilarious.
Yeah.
And whatever day it came out, it was just the best surprise that I could wake up to, because Deadpool is literally probably in my top 5 superhero movies of all time. And it is fantastic and hilarious, and I cannot wait for the second one.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. Like, I think that the way that they marketed that first one was so genius and hilarious.
Yep.
Like, more so, I'll say this, and is that, like, I enjoy the Deadpool movie. Not all of the humor landed for me, but like, in general, the humor that they've used in the trailers has I'm definitely for it. And I think that this new trailer just continues with that legacy at this point, I guess.
Yeah, I remember seeing actual billboards, because it came out Valentine's Day last year, and I remember seeing billboards that looked like a romantic comedy of Deadpool and whatever her name was, the love interest. Yeah. And they were fantastic, and nobody would have known that it was Deadpool, and I loved it.
Yeah. So why don't you delve into a little bit of why you thought this new trailer was so good?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, so we've gotten like a couple small teasers. Like, I think one of them was like him trying to change in the photo booth into his Deadpool costume.
Oh, yeah.
Like taking 10 minutes while the dude got shot and he was like butt naked. And then we got another one that was a little Bob Ross spoof that was also hilarious.
Good too. Yeah.
And so, even though what makes these trailers hilarious is that they're shooting stuff specifically for trailers, what made this one awesome is that it finally did show some of the guts of the movie. And we did get to see Cable and some returning characters and all that. So I feel like what made it exciting was not only the hilarious stuff, particular jab at the digital removal of Superman's mustache in Justice League, but it actually did show a lot of clips from the movie that got me excited for it.
Yeah, it almost makes you think that it's like a Cable movie, the way that they have it structured.
Yep.
Which I think is really funny. And then it gets to this point where he's like hanging out of a door or a window or something, and his arm hasn't been like CGI'd in yet.
Yeah, it's like a green screen.
Yeah. And so then at that point, like, that's been like probably 30 or 40 seconds into the trailer. And then, Deadpool comes in, or Ryan Reynolds comes in, or excuse me, Detective Pikachu comes in and makes some kind of quip about like what? Come on, like we don't even have the budget to like, put the right arm in or something like that. And then he makes some idea that like, oh, that should be easier than a mustache or whatever or something. Yeah, it's just really good, and it's not. I think one of my favorite parts about the first one is that it's not afraid, and in fact, it is like very willing and open to like completely make fun of superhero movies in general, but then also like other Marvel movies.
Oh yeah,
and so I really appreciate that. Hopefully, there'll be more of that with that joke coming in the trailer.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
I love all of their inner references and all that good stuff. So yeah, very very much looking forward to. I don't know when it comes out actually.
Yeah, I don't either.
Sometime this year. But whenever that comes out, I'll be there.
Yeah. So that'll be really fun, and I'm excited that it's going to be hopefully a bigger budget, and it should kind of delve more into more of just like the comic book storyline of hopefully some of the Marvel universe. I mean, if they've got cable, like they should be able to.
Yeah, he's got a complicated story, so I think they'll have to go in depth to some extent.
Yeah, so that'll be good, and especially since like it's not an origin story anymore, so like that it can always kind of be more interesting after you're done telling the origin of the hero that your movie is based around.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of origin stories, though, we did get a trailer for the new Venom movie.
Did we though?
Yeah, so therein lies the rub, right? This is Venom starring Tom Hardy, standalone Venom movie. This from all the publicity they have said is that like this will not be there will be no Spider-Man appearance. Right. This is just gonna be Venom, which like I don't believe. I think they're setting us up for a cameo that
there's got to be something
quote unquote surprising. I mean,
so people are upset that they did not actually show Venom in this trailer. That it was just Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock. Now, here's my personal opinion. A couple things. First of all, they're gonna show Venom.
Yeah,
like calm the heck down.
I think like, Venom is gonna be in the movie. Yeah,
they're gonna show Venom. Second of all, people, every time there's a movie with a big reveal of like a monster, like I remember this happened with the last Godzilla movie, people got upset because they showed him in the trailer.
Yeah.
And now people are upset that they didn't show, either way, if they showed Venom, people would have been like, oh my gosh, what a spoiler. I can't believe they ruined it.
Yeah.
And when they don't show him, even though they're gonna, people are saying like, oh, that's not, how can you have a Venom trailer without showing Venom? Either way, like, just chill out.
Yeah,
first
it's a teaser. It's a teaser.
It's a teaser.
You're supposed to be teased.
You can't win. And you're going to see the movie, and Venom's going to be in the movie, I personally would actually probably rather not see Venom in the trailer because maybe see little bits of Venom in the trailer because that's kind of why a lot of people are wanting to see this movie is to see their imagination of Venom. So
don't tease me, bro. Don't tease me. So here's why I actually really liked the trailer is because it is a teaser, and I know I felt sufficiently teased,
right?
And two things that got me excited. That was like, yep, all right, we're here, we're good. This is Venom. One, they showed a canister of the symbiote. To get nerdy real quick about Venom, like Venom is a alien symbiote that latches on and like creates this like ooey gooey Spider-Man adjacent suit.
Right.
And so they showed a canister of it. And so like the symbiote was present in the trailer. And then they had this shot of Tom Hardy as he was like screaming and freaking out as the
which was
symbiote
so cool.
Was like, we see like a half a second of it like starting to encompass him. And like, that's all I need for that.
Yeah.
Like, to see that happen, that's fine. Like, I know that it's cool to see Tom Hardy, and I'm assuming that was his voice in the voiceover, which like
I can't remember.
It sounded like it could have been, and if it was, like that was an interesting like take for like. I mean, Tom Hardy is just incredible.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants
to begin with, and so like that just made me excited. Like, not only did we get to hear him like do this Eddie Brock voice that was interesting, but then also to get to see like the full like when Tom Hardy can rage, he can really rage, and like how that maybe could be brought into this character. So like I had everything I needed from this teaser trailer.
There was one thing that I needed that I did not get. And
Okay.
if it's not in the movie, I'm boycotting Marvel.
Oh my.
It's this scene where he's walking down the street, and this is like after he has interacted with the symbiote,
Yeah.
and there's a song playing, and he's kind of dancing down the street a little bit, and he's like, this was from Spider-Man 3, by the way.
Yeah.
He's he's pointing finger guns and flirting with women as he passes by. And that movie, I mean, that scene was, gosh, just iconic.
Iconic. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
And
iconic.
if they don't make a callback to that scene,
Marvel's dead. Marvel's over.
Yeah, Marvel's dead to me.
It's over. Marvel will cease to exist as an organization if they don't make a callback to the most iconic scene in superhero movie history.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, I'm excited.
Yeah, I feel excited. I feel
Intrigued.
I'm intrigued. I'm interested in
teased.
what's happening. Yeah, definitely teased.
Yep.
So
If nothing else, we are extremely teased.
That's us. Welcome to Hubworld, a podcast of two extremely teased boys. Oh man,
That's great. Now, of course, we've got the grand finale of trailers.
Oh yeah,
Yes. The one, the only Lando Calrissian, the movie.
yeah. Woo! Lando movie. Lando, a Star Wars
temporarily
story
called Solo.
Going solo. Don't need anybody else. I'm Lando. The movie.
Yeah. Now, speaking of all kinds of emotions,
Yeah.
I feel all kinds of emotions about this trailer. Lots of good
Yes.
emotions, lots of intrigued emotions, lots of maybe a little unsure emotions,
Mm-hmm.
maybe confused emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in, isn't it?
It really is, and let's be clear. I think for the purposes of our discussion, let's lump, because there was an absolute teaser trailer in the Super Bowl,
Right.
and then there was a real longer teaser. I don't know if I'd be ready to call it a
Who knows
theatrical
what the
trailer
difference
yet.
is these days?
A longer teaser, and let's just lump those together for the purpose of our discussion. Yeah. So I think my initial thought was, wow, this looks really dark. Like,
Yeah.
kind of like Rogue One, even
Mhm.
a little bit aesthetically. And, that first, I'm not going to lie, turned me off because I've gotten so used to like the vivid colors of episode 7 and 8.
Right. Yeah.
But I think for me, when I think about Rogue One, is that it did look a little bit darker, but it was like very pristine, classic aesthetic,
yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And this to me looks like grimier even than that.
Uh-huh.
And like I said, at first that kind of turned me off because it's just very different. But then I'm kind of feeling it. As I've watched it a few times. And,
Yeah.
I like that, this is kind of like Han Solo is like a little bit murkier of a character. And so I think that if the overall aesthetic of the movie is going to match that, I think that's perfect.
Yeah. I mean, my initial, a lot of people's initial thoughts, and when I say initial, I mean even before this trailer came out, were that did we ask for a Han Solo movie, right? Like
Yeah.
a lot of people were like, I don't know how I feel about this. I know I personally felt like Han Solo is the last person you should do an origin movie of because
agreed.
because Harrison Ford's portrayal is such an iconic character and actor portrayal. That's just one of those things that you don't mess with.
Right.
Then I saw Rogue One, and I remember after that, after episode 7 and after Rogue One, I thought, okay, I've got to trust what they're doing here.
Right.
Like, we've got to have faith, because I was skeptical about Rogue One too, or not skeptical. I just remember almost kind of feeling a little uninterested in like, okay, yeah, fine, I get what they're going for here, but whatever. And then it ended up blowing everyone's brain holes.
Right.
And it was fantastic. And obviously what is maybe maintaining a little of that cautious optimism is that this portrayal of Han Solo sounds and looks different.
Mm-hmm.
And, I still do feel a little unsure about that. Although what I'm trying to tell myself is that much like I think a lot of the criticism of episode 8 coming from the fact that people had expectations that weren't met, but that was no fault of, the people who made the movie. It's just people came in with different expectations than they should have. I think in the same way, there is, we have some responsibility as an audience, as fans of this franchise, to realize, okay, nobody is going to look and sound like Han Solo. That's not going to happen. We have to either, use your imagination to say, okay, this is Han Solo, or just accept it for what it is. In that not only is it an origin story, but it's a spinoff, right?
Yeah.
This is an anthology movie. It's not part of the mainline Star Wars. It's different. And the reason that I say that is not only because okay, we've got to do this, but because I think I will enjoy this movie more if I settle into that feeling a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with you there. And I think you're absolutely right. We criticize so hard, a lot of the people that just really brought in these wild expectations and then held onto them so strongly that they didn't let themselves enjoy episode 8. And I'm very worried because I think for me, that is me coming into Han Solo, because Han is Han and is one of my favorite characters ever. And, I have so much fear over how is this person going to be on screen and be this character, but then also not be that character at all. And so I get that and that's even helped me understand some of the frustration people had with Luke Skywalker in this. But for me, that I think that I have that fear, yes, but then also if what they do makes sense, and if what they do is okay, I can see how this is this character. Even if he doesn't necessarily sound like him, or even if he doesn't look like him, or doesn't nail a lot of his mannerisms in the way, and sure, there may be or probably some better choices out there, at least on paper. We don't know yet. We haven't seen the movie, but as long as what they do with him is good and makes sense and is a logical extension of what this character would be, then it'll be fine. It'll be good. And that's something I have to keep reminding myself going into this. Kind of like what you were saying is hey, if we settle in and understand that A, this is a spinoff, B, this is its own thing. It's telling its own story. It's not this is Star Wars episode 3.5,
right.
It's its own thing. And it's striking out with a new tone and direction. From what I understand, it's supposed to be really funny, which makes sense to me because Lord and Miller, the original directors from this, are really funny. They're really funny writers. They have a lot of humor in their directing style. So as long as they keep some of that with hopefully what Ron Howard was able to kind of reconcile with the quote unquote overall vision of what Lucasfilm was looking for this, then I think it'll be cool. Now all that being said, the trailers, I think, were mostly good. Like I said, I think that initial aesthetic kind of turned me off, but then I really warmed up to it. The cast still looks really phenomenal. Everyone talks about Lando for good reason because A, Donald Glover's the man. B, he's already nailed the way that Lando looks and
the
way that he carries himself.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear him actually speak because I'm sure he's nailed that too.
I know he's going to.
And will have brought his own energy to that role in a way that will be just as iconic, I think. But then there's also Woody Harrelson, who's always good in everything that he does. And then there's the Khaleesi herself, Emilia Clarke, who, is one of my bigger celebrity crushes, but then also she's a great actress and
it is known.
Yeah, it is known. And so that'll be fun to see her in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
And there was also there was a little droid that we've never seen before that kind of looked like Mr. Game & Watch back in the NES days. That's a co-pilot at some point for the Millennium Falcon.
He also kind of looks like that robot dude from Power Rangers. What's his name?
Oh, I? Or that's what he always said.
Oh, Alpha 5.
Alpha 5. There we go. Yeah, I was about to say, this is the sound of a million voices crying out in terror, and all of those are me because I don't know the name of this
and
robot.
being suddenly silent.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, so that was a fun little treat to see that. But
Yeah.
then it just comes down to Han himself, right? Like
Yep.
that was I was totally good with everything. So I think there were some good elements, and I think there were some elements that I was kind of like, I don't know.
Yep.
So let's talk about the good elements. The good elements, I think that like there was a couple times I think he nailed the mannerisms.
I think so. Yeah. It's like we both talked about that last little clip where he did the kind of Han smile and said, "We're fine." I thought we were in trouble there, but we're fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. We're fine. Yeah. That I thought was good. And then there was a scene where it was him and Amelia Clark, and he was kind of like trying to flirt, but I think he nailed that. Like, I'm really confident on the outside, but like also
Right.
I'm a mess. And like,
Well, see, that's why I loved the line of "I thought we're in trouble, but we're fine." Is that Han's whole character is pretending like he's on top of things when he is just improvising everything as he goes, and he's just in no more control of things than anyone else. So far, and okay. Speaking of the writing, I think, okay, I have 3 things that are keeping my faith in this movie, okay? One of them is that Rogue One was fantastic. After I saw that, I thought, okay, my trust is in your hands, Disney, whatever. The second thing is that, hold on, what was the second thing? The second thing is that a lot of people did not want someone else to portray Obi-Wan, and look what happened there, right?
very true.
Like that, you know, Ewan McGregor's portrayal of Obi-Wan was, in my opinion, the best part of the prequels and was fantastic, and everybody loved that. So you never know.
Right.
And then the third thing is that this movie was co-written by Lawrence Kasdan.
I did not know that.
You really didn't?
I did not know that. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, in fact, he was like, I think the person who was like really adamant about making this movie in the first place.
Huh.
And for those of you who don't know, he co-wrote The Empire Strikes Back, which, you know, has some of the best writing of any movie of all time. And not only that, but the way that I'm thinking of it, this guy was part of creating Han. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he knows
and
Han.
so he understands Han. And so that is why that's the biggest thing that's keeping my hope here.
Totally. Yeah, my hope meter just rose 3 levels. Like,
yeah, apparently.
Yeah. So
I read an article that said Lawrence Kasdan was working on Solo: A Star Wars Story before Disney bought Lucasfilm.
I don't know how I missed that. Holy cow.
Yeah.
That is very good news. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Anybody that is a Star Wars fan that is having trepidation, that should be very good news.
Right. Yeah. You know, and of course, good writing is only so much if they didn't get the right actor, but you know, there is that element that you can hold on to.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I think now that my hope is higher, I'll tell you the things that kind of didn't really work for me as much. And the biggest thing was in that longer trailer, there was that monologue that Han had, like talking about like, you know, all I just ever wanted to be a pilot, and I wanted to be
the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah. And I wanted to be in the academy, but you know, well, they kicked me out. And like that to me, it was not very Han Solo. Like he's not that kind of person that like explains himself that way.
I'm hoping it was a trailer voiceover, you know?
I hope so too. Yeah, that it wasn't, that's not going to make it. And because that to me highlighted his voice to me it's really not like, if that's how he's going to sound, then that's going to be really hard, I think, to reconcile into what Harrison Ford sounds like.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like he's like, I get that he's not going to sound perfect, but it doesn't seem like he's trying.
Yeah. And at least not with that monologue. So
right.
that was a big red flag for me. And then even with like the rest of the lines that we hear, I think that it's better because I think he's got some of the mannerisms down, and I think that the way that he gets the way that Han speaks a little bit better. But that initial monologue it could have been somebody totally different, and I would have understood it.
Right.
But yeah, and then the other thing that we'll see, because like we got one line and it's a teaser trailer, but I hope that Amelia Clark isn't just like, this is the like tragic female story that turned Han's heart cold. Right. You know, like I hope that there's more to her than that. Like I hope that that's not the route they go down.
Yeah.
You know, because I think that she's such a good actress for her to be used in that way, I think would be sad. But
Right.
but like,
And I mean, again, based on what they have done with the female characters since Force Awakens, I do have hope for that as well.
yeah, true. And this is a very short trailer, and we got like basically nothing.
Right.
Like again, we didn't even get to hear Lando speak. So, but then the other part of it is that like it kind of did just seem like like the whole like I'm building a team. Like I don't know. I hope that the
What are we, some kind of Suicide Squad?
yeah yeah. Like I don't know. I feel like I wish I could have known more of what the direction of this movie is going to be, other than just like look at Han do cool stuff, like
Sure.
story wise, but also like I will be very content to sit in that theater and understand more of what it's going to be like. I think it's just as much as I have hope in Lars Kasdan, and like ultimately I've only been blown away by the new Star Wars movies.
Right.
Like I think there's still a level of trust that's not quite as high coming into this one as like episode 7 or 8 totally, and
Right.
so it's a little bit different, but overall I thought that it still looked very good. I think it'll be a good movie. I've got faith in that.
Yeah.
And it'll be an entertaining thing. So we'll see. It's definitely a mixture.
Yeah. I just have a feeling that, I think I'm the kind of personality that I just like liking things, and so I would much rather like something than hate it, especially when it comes to something that I love as much as this. But man, all I know is that what they have done well so far are just all of these moments that in these movies that I will remember forever.
Yeah.
And what I'm most excited for is the best thing about Rogue One, in my opinion, is that it added meaning to the original trilogy.
Yeah.
To where you were watching New Hope and every scene now means something totally different. Like, especially obviously when it comes to like the hole in the Death Star and whatnot, they just completely filled that in. I think they did that very intentionally. And I think that will probably happen in the same way, where they're looking at lines that Han says in the original trilogy and think, okay, how can we give this a backstory that will enhance the meaning of this scene or this line or this, part of his character? So I think that's something that they're really good at and something that I'm really looking forward to. So rebellions are built on hope.
There we go. Yeah. And that's a good point. That's I think the best possible scenario here is that this does enrich Han in the older movies and gives us a better appreciation for things that happen in the old ones because of what they like set up. So,
yep.
Yeah. Well, that's our trailer talk. Just these our two trailer boys just talking about some trailers.
Two teased.
Two teased trailer boys.
I don't like. Trailer boys seems worse.
I think it's all the above is great. But anyways, so that's again, we only had time for these 3 that we really wanted to talk about, but we're very open to hearing some more of your enthusiasm and excitement for movies or trailers coming up and that you may want us to talk about in the future.
Yeah. Or video games or anything at all, because as we wrap up the episode, we're going to tell you a million times, talk to us, please.
Yeah. Yeah. We obviously had a great time, recording this and seeing all of the response to the Valentines, today. That was really great. And there's, I'm not going to say who it is now because you'll get your credit, but we, did get some ideas for a change a letter and of a title for a game and change the game. So we will.
Do you mean Letter I Barely Know Her?
Oh my goodness gracious! That is for sure the new name forever of that segment. We'll bring that back here very soon and include some of those. So if you have some ideas for that, send them our way and we'll read them. But yeah, you might be thinking, how do we engage? How do we respond? How do we talk back? How do we read? How do we know more? Let me tell you the ways of how you could do this. We're very active on twitter.com or twitter.app. Twitter the punch it.
It's actually it's www.twitter.com.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Sound British.
HTTP :// www.twitter.com/ I'm sorry that I didn't.
Hubworldcast?
You can find us there at Hubworldcast, where you will hear about recording and post. There may be some polls there, and I may shoot out some questions and call out for some responses and things of that nature. So definitely follow us on Twitter there if you haven't already. You can like our Facebook page.
That's going to be https://www.facebook.com/hubworldcast/
There we go. I did not know that. So again, we're learning. We're all learning here. But yeah, like our Facebook page there. We'll update when we've recorded and when
it's
we have
actually
new
our
episodes
official
up.
website. It
is.
Yeah, that's like our web. We bought that domain.
Yeah.
So that's going to take you to our website.
Yeah, our old buddy Mark Z, he threw us that one because he has faith in our podcast. But yeah, and then of course you can always subscribe to us on your podcast app of choice, which I believe at this point is definitely Apple Podcasts and Google Play. I'm not sure about others at this point. We may need to look into that, but subscribing
or SoundCloud.
Oh yeah, SoundCloud. You can find all of our episodes there. Subscribing helps a lot because we have subscribers. Then we get boosted up in the pages or whatever it is that when you browse podcasts, those come up. And then also like leaving reviews, like written reviews, also help with that. Clicking on stars help with that. I'm not sure how you do that on Google Play, but however you need to do that on Google Play helps a lot.
They're smart. They'll figure it out.
Yeah, they figure it out. So. Again, sorry we bug you about this every episode, but we just really like you all, and we want to talk to you.
We want to hang out.
Yeah, we do, and we do appreciate all of you so far that are listening and contributing. It's very fun because we'll talk about this into the ether forever, but we would love to have some other people with us on that journey.
That's right.
So yeah, all of that is helpful, and we really, really, really do appreciate all of you who have listened so far and have engaged with us so far and talked with us so far. We appreciate each and every single one of you.
Absolutely. We look forward to playing more games with you and watching more movies with you and receiving more letters from you and being teased.
Being teased with you. Yes, all of you at the same time.
But until next time, thanks for joining us. It's dangerous to go alone.
Take us.